Whispers echo through the air. Angels guide you if you dare. Cosmic patterns pointing clear. Futures written, ticking near. Hands of fate are cold but kind. The astral lovers intertwine. As the angels what they see. Love and tarot holding keys. Through the zodiac will fly, charting paths across the sky.
Good morning, and there's nobody in the chat, which I don't think I've ever seen. Especially after I told you, oh, they're always there.
Everybody's waiting.
Oh, it's funny. And later, maybe mid show, I'll put up and we'll go through the schedule for the whole week. Whose show is when? Good morning, Susie. How are you? You are the first one in.
Good morning.
Susie is from the UK. Susie, this is Sarah. And
Hi,
you're going to love Sarah. Susie is always one of the first ones here.
Awesome.
How are things out there, Susie? And there is always a big lag. You know,
got it. Okay.
Okay, so it takes, I'll ask a question. It'll take quite a while. Ah, there it is. I'm good. Thank you. Oh, I'm doing great. How about
Doing
you, Sarah?
good. Doing really good. I'm so glad to be here. Hello, Susie.
Yeah, she is. You're going to really like her. She's very artistic.
Oh,
I wish. I used to be. Oh, is it? Well, it's sunny where I am. How about you, Sarah?
it is. It's a little overclouded, but I think we're going to have a good day. I think it's going to be sunny later.
Well, yeah, it's cool here, but at least the sun is out. Yeah, spring has sprung.
Yes, it has.
Trees are coming out. Birds are back. I've even seen a cardinal here.
Oh, nice.
So let me get you on. The astrology is really big this week, Susie. Are you familiar with it? I know you're always listening. Oh, I hate the lag. It drives me crazy. And where is Great Quartz is usually here. Who is the other? The other early one, Susie, Great Quartz, and somebody else. I forget now. But what?
Sorry about that. No, my son. I told him not to get up this early, and what does he do? He gets up this early. Every time you come in and out of the door, it says back door open. So sorry about that.
That's okay.
He never gets up this early, but here we go.
Okay, Susie, you're astrologing. Yes, they are. I'm glad you're studying. Neptune is really going to throw things into who knows where. Big change. From what I was studying, I don't know about you, Susie, it sounds like it's going to have a big change in the world as we know it, along with where we are, our nation's government, I'm praying. Yeah. So, I try not to get into the politics, but we do mention what's going on. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes the end of the week. Oh, well, Great Quartz is late for sure. And some of the others who Oh, so Sarah, what I do
Yes.
after the astrology is we'll start reading, and just to get you into it, I'll start off and I'll give them a short reading, and then you get to take over and do your thing.
That's good.
Okay, and we'll just go one by one, right, Susie? Where are all your buddies, girl? Big planets, yes. Exactly. This whole year is huge. I mean, it's been this way since Pluto moved. All these outer planets. It takes them so long to get around the solar system that it makes a huge impact. So it's like when Pluto went into Aquarius, big stuff. So, well, I guess I could go ahead and start the astrology, but I know there's several people that usually are here for it. That's their problem, right? They can always rewind and listen.
Yeah, for
So we'll
sure.
see if this matches with what you know, okay? The others maybe not noticing as your name is changed. Yeah, ooh, that's why on the screen I put formerly known as. I'm hoping it doesn't blow everything. There's my Jess. How are you, Jess?
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Jess.
Yeah, missed you last night, but I know it's bedtime for you when we're going on. So, all right. I'm wondering where's Great Quartz, and Sarah's thinking it might be the name change for, you know, we'll see. It's on the same channel, so hopefully. Last week the name change was there, and I think the week before even. So they should have gotten a little bit noticed. Oh, I'm just fine. Sarah says she's fine, right?
Doing good, thanks. Glad you're doing good as well.
Yes, me too. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start the astrology because it's big. See what Susie says. We're going to witness Neptune, the planet of vision, spirit, inspiration, faith, illusions, delusions. All of these are going to enter Aries for the first time since the 1800s. So, this is a massive shift that we're going to be experiencing. Today, the moon is still in Aquarius for a little bit. Then we're going to see it take its last aspect to Uranus before it's going to step into a void, of course. Now, this is going to be a longer void today, Wednesday. We're going to go from 4:15 a.m. Mountain Standard Time this morning all the way to 1:31 p.m. Mountain Standard. So right now we are in a void, and just so Sarah can understand, when the moon goes void, of course, that's in between two signs, okay? And when it's like that, there's nothing reflecting back to us, which can play with people's minds when it gets kind of long, especially
Yeah.
those that have depression or any sort of mental health issues. They can start to spiral because there's nothing to reflect back what's going on.
Mhm. Got it.
So, um, it's in case it's new, the void, of course, time longer senses something's off. It doesn't necessarily mean something's off. It just means that the energy is flat. It's not moving. It doesn't have a reflection. So sometimes this can be the space where we kick into the head game and it's gets going and can drive you completely insane. So be mindful of that, and especially on the longer voids, of course. But what are we taking into the void, of course? Hey, Jules, I'm going to
Hey,
stop.
Julie.
How's grandma doing? And how's grandbaby doing? You can type while I read, dear. All right, we're doing the astrology here. So, what are we taking into the void of course time? We're going to take in the moon having been squared to Uranus, Uranian energy over in Taurus. So it's very grounded. So early in the morning, breakfast on the table, there can be kind of an emotional surprise. Now we're already past this time, but just in case something happened and you didn't understand it, emotional surprises that present themselves, or like maybe there's something a little rebellious in the air, or it's a day because there's a tech issue going on. And that was my fear today. We'd have tech issues. Knock on wood. Okay, we don't need any. I would say give yourself a little bit of extra grace today until the afternoon when we get that moon back into the vibration of Pisces. Oh, grandma's under the weather.
No,
Granddaughter. I'm sorry you're under the weather.
I
Well,
know.
they never do sleep at night for like 18 years, I think.
Right?
At least it feels like that. I hope you get better, dear.
So do
All right.
I.
Astrology. Here we go. Let's see where we are. We were later in the day at 2:13 p.m. Mountain Standard. We're going to see that Mars comes into a square with Chiron, and Chiron is in Aries. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. But as these two come into a square, this one can sting a little bit. The square, however, is giving us information that we need to do something. The square, you don't want to be squished in it, right? You don't want to be squished in this energy. You don't want to keep the tension. You want to be able to let your shoulders down so you'll feel like you need to do something. Now, Mars is still traveling through the vibration of Cancer. So, one of the things Mars may want to do is be passive aggressive. Cancers aren't like that, are they, Susie? No, passive aggressive. Yeah, that energy can be absolutely confusing. It's not direct. The thing is, it's not coming directly at you. Syrian Chiron energy is not. What in the world? Oh, the dictation just drives me crazy. Urian energy. No, not Urian. Syrian energy is not coming right. Oh, that's Cancerian, is what that is. Cancerian energy is not coming right at you. It's indirect. It's a crab, right? Cancer's crab goes sideways. And Chiron is our wounded healer here. It could also be our greatest teacher, but something may be coming at you that feels like it's hitting you sideways and it's in the wound. So it's a day where sometimes the old pain around not being able to act directly or not being understood or doubting yourself, feeling a little powerless on the surface can be presenting itself. You know, it may be a moment where, think about it very, very practically, because I like practical things. It's a moment where you need to speak up. You need to speak up. You need to use your big kid voice, and you freeze and you're like someone saying something and it hits you just right and you snap. You snap because you're surprised. And you're surprised, like, wow, I thought I had that wound all sorted out. What just happened here? First of all, whenever you're dealing with Chiron, wounds, some version of you, especially under the square energy, has to really give yourself grace. It's okay. Whatever comes up on this day is the wound looking for light because it's looking for some healing. You know, healing is like peeling an onion. You know, you get one layer off, you think you're doing great, and boom, it hits you in the face. So anything to go particularly sideways for you. But I just want you to know that it is a day where there may be some surprises, and you're going to have to get honest about what's being shown to you. Now, what I think this day is best for is compassion. Have some self compassion. You know what you've been through. You have done a ton of healing. You've done a ton of identifying the triggers that get ticked off. Don't think it's a good idea to blame anybody else. Here's another thing that Wednesday may be good for is to see that even if you don't have an outward reaction to something that's going on, but you feel like your body is having a reaction, even though you're keeping it kind of cool, and pay attention to what insight that's bringing to your attention, because every day we're creeping in on that eclipse in Aries as well. And Chiron is just shy of being outside of that. So there is something getting started and ending here at the same time. Okay, let's do Thursday. We're going to see Venus, which is still in retrograde, slipping back into Piscean energy. And then, as soon as that happens, just a couple hours after that, it'll actually come to conjunction with Neptune and the node. First of all, Venus has been riding and dying through Aries. Pisces literally rides and dies. I rode and I died and mostly died. So we're back into that kind of position here with Venus and Pisces. Although Venus is massively exalted, energy gets exalted when it's either in the very beginning degrees of a sign or the very ending degrees of a sign. Let's see. We're going back with Venus. That is not go hustle hard energy. Remember, Venus is about attracting. It doesn't go out and get something, it makes it come to them. Venus points the hips at it and points points the energy and tell it to come to me. I reduce stress in my life with Venus, which means I'm not doing more, I'm doing less. And so, somewhere in our journey through that Aries retrograde, we were learning this as well. And now we're back to swimming in the deep, Piscean Sea. We're rolling in the deep, okay? So, Venus comes back here into Pisces. One of the things that can do, it's very romantic. It can reawaken some kind of romance or romantic illusion. Illusion, dream, soul contracts, I believe. She is an evolutionary astrologer and believes that sometimes soul contracts get reawakened because they need a review in some way. And then having it later in the day also come into conjunction with Neptune at 29 degrees, ready to make its way out at the end of the week into Aries. That is powerful. It is a powerful, poetic kind of energy. So I just want to ask you, consider during the week, what do you believe? Or what are your ideals? What have they been about? Love, about your need to have love, about your value, about what beauty really means to you, or what you believe about these things, and they were never really rooted in the truth. Never once were they actually rooted in truth. So sometimes what we're going to find out is, like, where is my belief even been dangerous to me? And now I'm going to get prepared to surrender this. Either way, this connection, this sliding back, is a moment where I think it's your invitation on this side of the retrograde to reclaim compassion, reclaim a new truth that's more in alignment with your authentic self and your intuition. And you get to do that this time because Venus is back to this place without sacrificing reality. In fact, you reframed reality to go wait. That was a delusion, wasn't it? So we are here on Thursday, wonderful, romantic, creative healing day. Lots of spiritual heart on the table for us. It is not the day where, if an old romance, even in your head, comes back up and you're romancing it and romancing it and romancing it. It's a delusion, hun. It's not the day to get caught up in delusions or illusions of something and carry a bunch of false hope. That's not actually going to be coming forward with you. Now, Friday, we're going to have another void of course moon time. I'm going to pause here. Julie, we are currently in a very long void of course time until about, what did I say, like 1:45 or so?
Yeah, 1:45
Yeah, Mountain Standard
Mountain
Time.
Time.
So
Oh,
adjust it for where you are, but just understand you've been in it since 4 a.m. All right, so on Friday, we're going to have another void, of course, moon time. Very short, though, only from 2:29 p.m. to 2:35 p.m., only a few minutes. As we see the moon traveling through Pisces, the last conjunction is going to be with Neptune at the 29-degree mark. So as we make this transition, and the moon will move into Aries, we make this transition from that dreamy energy that's been rocking and rolling here on Thursday. And we're coming back into the fire energy, going from water into fire. Oh boy. This is really nice because, first of all, it can be like you've been in the dark, you've been swimming and swimming and swimming, and you're shivering just a little bit, right? And then somebody lights a match, and we're like, okay, now it also lights a little bit of a match because here we are in eclipse mode. We are full on at that gate. The show is going on over there. We're just getting in line with our tickets, you know? So the thing of this energy is something that you might feel, you know. It's like in the morning on Friday, you might cry and you're in the depths, or you're very nostalgic. And then by the time we get to the end of the day, you want to punch pillows. So just don't hurt people. Be cautious. Now, what I want to say about it is integration. Let them both happen. You are both of these energies, right? So let it happen. The other part of this, the other part of it is just energy. When we move from Pisces into Aries, it's energy also just clearing itself and getting ready for what is next. And here it is on Saturday. Now it's the time for the eclipse. Now, the eclipse is going to be this new moon solar eclipse in Aries. We're going to see the eclipse in Aries, and behind that, Mercury is going to slide back into Pisces as well. Everybody's trying to go back into Pisces, where it's safe and quiet because of that movement that Mercury slides into conjunction with Neptune. So, first and foremost, this eclipse brings endings. It brings final ceremonies and it brings awakenings. It's a solar eclipse in Aries, so it's going to bring a really big timeline shift in your life where it's like you've been thinking and praying and working on something, and whatever it is, then it changes really fast. It can be so sudden. And in Aries, which we have already worked on for at least a minimum of 18 months, it is about reclaiming autonomy and courage and leadership, moving your fire. And it says, I get to be here, damn it. Fully, right, with all my shadow, with all my light, I get to be here. And also, here's my zone of genius now, just behind the eclipse that's going to be shifting our energy and starting to bring us into position to realize over the next 6 months how this story is shifting for us. That Mercury is like cool. It's going to slide back into Pisces and meet up with Neptune. So this can be that you're having this experience of this eclipse early morning. There can be an intensity of the energy, even if it's subtle and quiet. But by the evening, you're like, what is this? There's a little confusion going on, or maybe you're more in tuned and know to see the signs or the patterns that are presenting themselves. It's a night of strange dreams, right? And you're like, whoa. Or just really divine timing presents itself. And don't push it, just let it unfold. There's a stillness that will unfold the emotional truth and the life truth that's trying to present itself now. Here's what I would not suggest doing Saturday, or really through the weekend, is reacting to everything you feel or everything you think. You're getting a sign or a download of the energies, and they're shifting your timelines. If you've been saying, I would like to have a different experience in this world, guess what? You've been in the stages of becoming. You've been becoming, and in order to step into that thing, you've been trying to call in this new vibration. It's not going to necessarily feel normal over the next few days because you kind of get tired. So reacting to everything that you see, feel, it's not a good idea. I would not roll with that, especially because Neptune's on its way into Aries. It's an outer planet. The things you hear in the news may not be what you are thinking it is or what it's presenting. So watch, pray, and wait. on Sunday. Taking us into April, we're going to see that the moon is going to come into a square with Mars early in the day. And we will have a long, long void of course here on Sunday. 2:17 a.m. Mountain Standard, all the way around till 1:15 p.m. Mountain Standard. And that's a very, very long. After what we've been going through on Saturday, but not a bad long. And then after that, later in the day at 1:15, we will see the moon coming into Taurus. And thank God, because in between, as we're experiencing the void of course energy, we're going to see Neptune move into Aries. And this is where the shift happens. So Neptune, after years in Pisces, steps into warrior energy Aries. This Aries point has been so activated at 0 degrees of Aries, and it has been activated big time this year. Now, while this is just a short visit into Aries energy, because Neptune is going to back up, it's going to go into retrograde later this year. So, oh boy, we get to do this a couple times, right? This is the first taste of what's coming on your new spiritual path. And sometimes to keep in mind, whenever an outer planet comes into a new sign, it's going to try to trigger you. It will try to flick the vibration of everything at once to be keyed to the sound of Aries. It's going to go, that needs to be the Aries vibration. That needs to be like stroking a guitar. It's going to make sure that everything starts getting tuned. So when it goes forward, things in your world, and you're like, what was that? And it's okay. Try not to react to all the triggers. But what always happens when an outer planet enters a new sign is the things, the people, the places that cannot withstand the vibration will have to go. And we will start to see what the things are that go as we're traveling, and certainly as we pull back in this energy in October. But as we're here and we're having this quick little taste of a new path, it's going to define an entire generation. We're going to have babies born with Neptune in Aries. This is the next generational vision. It'll be their work. A whole generation's worth of work is coming in. So it's kind of exciting. We're going to see the awakening over time of maybe it's you. You're the next spiritual leader. Maybe you're the next idea creator. We're going to see change agents come up and come out of the works as they had the activation in their chart. But it will also be really challenging us here to distinguish. We're going to have to distinguish the stuff that's coming from this. This is my ego versus what's rooted in deep truth. And again, they may not always look like what it is you know. You may see the person who is like another influencer, but then you stop and get past the makeup and the eyelashes, and you're like, well, now, wait a minute. That's really true. Meanwhile, you've got somebody who is maybe an ideal visual version of what a guru or teacher is. And you start listening and you're like, they are so full of tacos. I can't go there. if yourself, in yourself, as you're moving out and you're sharing this next version of yourself that is becoming, it's gonna be sorting out what the ego is and what's deeply rooted in truth. Now, that only took what, 20 minutes? That is, there's so much going on in these couple of days. It's just crazy. Now, while you guys kind of absorb that, I want to grab a hold of some names here. We've got Jess and we've got Jules. And let's see.
Got Susie.
Yeah, I had Susie on there.
There's a Chan. Lee Chan.
Ali Chan, who I missed.
A
Oh,
Chan.
Chanley.
Chan Lee. Mhm.
Yeah, Chanley's, I've seen Chanley before. And I think Kevin came in, didn't he? Yeah,
Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin is a regular. Is there a space chat? You don't have your earbuds. Why not? Lots of Neptune. Yeah, Susie. It's going to be crazy. It really is. Well, I think one of the keys that I took away from it is to control your reactions, because things are changing so quickly and so definitively. At the same time, there's going to be a retrograde. So it's going to be kind of like Pluto went back and forth, only it's not going to do it that many times. So hopefully we will all deal with it. I'm going to watch the national thing. I want to see how it's going to play out, because things are getting crazy right now anyway. I mean, dear God, sharing, what did they do? They shared war plans with a reporter and they didn't know it. It's like, come on, you're the Secretary of Defense. It's crazy. All right, Susie, do you have a question, dear? Do I need to go back? Please, can I have messages of my best? And oh, of course you can. All right, angels and spirit guides, we're going to read for Susie. And she wants, what is her greatest and highest good for Susie? And just so you know, Sarah, I don't know if you need to know, Susie is Cancer. She
Okay.
is our resident Cancer here. Or maybe I am, but she's joined me. All right, angels and spirit guides, what can you tell me for the greatest and highest of Susie? Ooh, first thing out. First thing out is you, the Queen of Cups. That's Cancer right there. I just love spirit. They're so crazy. That's why I like to know your sun signs, because they usually will throw a card that represents that. Whoops. The Emperor. That's Aries energy. That's interesting. All right, angels and spirit guides, thank you for your guidance for the greatest and highest good for Susie. For Susie. Thank you, angels and spirit. Messages do we have for Susie? Really? This feels really familiar. So maybe this came up last time. You'll have to tell me, Susie, after I get it all out here. Feels so familiar. Nope, too many cards. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, wow. All right, that was you. I'm going to put that aside. That represents Susie. Okay. That and that. Next was this one. And this and this. All right. And the last card you want to give Susie here is what? Last card for Susie. Oh, that's too many cards. I'm sorry. Throw me half the deck. One card, please. Last card. There it is. All right, Susie. Before we go, let's see. You've got Aries here. You have Libra and Aquarius. What is your, is it your daughter? What are their signs? Cancer twinning. You're a sun. Okay, that's somebody else. You know an Aries? Okay, well, they showed up. Gosh, I wish I had you on the phone so I could find out more about this Aries. Because the next card that came out was the Seven of Swords. So I got the Emperor, which is Aries, and the Seven of Swords, which is be very, very cautious because there is going to be some sort of deception. And remember, we just talked about, and you know, the delusion and illusion stuff. So be very cautious about that. That can be really off. You've been on and off with an Aries and he won't commit. So be very cautious. What I just heard is you're going to romance this thing come into fruition, and it's an illusion. It's what we were just talking about. And you're going to feel kind of lonely. You're going to feel a big sense of loss. So try not to get caught up in all of that. I'm under delusion too, so pulled back. Okay, good. Watch it. You feel like the weight of the world is on you. Now, do you know a Libra? I thought one of your children was Libra. Come on, talk to me, dear. Talk to me, Chandler. Okay, Cynthia, put you on the list. All right, well, the last two cards that came out are telling me that Libra is your sun. See, I can remember some things. All right, so that's your sun. And what this card is telling you is to keep the faith. There is a lot of hope. You have all the tools that you need to create, to co-create your life. So I'm going to turn this over to Sarah and see what she has.
Okay, well, I was trying to I'm a spirit artist and I was trying to find to see what was coming through. I can do readings without that, but I just was interested what would come through for you, Susie. And basically, it's just reinforcing what Bonnie said. So you have lots of choices. I have in this drawing lots of portals, lots of ways that you can go down and adapt your life in different ways. Lots of choices of people that you can choose to have in your life. So I think this is a time of, really looking at this partner and saying, okay, is this somebody that I really want in my life? Does this person check all the boxes? Because I'm seeing all these different ways that you could go and different people that you could meet and different choices that you have. So sometimes we have to look when somebody pulls away and wonder, is that our guide saying this one's not for you? Next, who's the next one? Because the drawing is showing me you're here and there's like all these platforms of people just waiting to get on the platform. So sometimes we let those people they're blocked by the one that we've got standing there that's kind of a placeholder in the way. So think about that
Yeah,
carefully.
we talk about how we have to clear it out. We have to make space for somebody new to come into the line. Declutter. Well, I
Declutter.
think,
That's right.
yeah. Well, that's great. Are you able to show her the drawing that you made, or do you not want to?
So it's really simple. It's just, here's you. There's a chair here for whoever wants to get in the chair, and then there's like all these portals and platforms. So it's just a simple little drawing, but that's what it's showing me is that, basically it's
Mhm.
blocking the way for the next to come in because somebody is blocking that way, which would be the person you're with right now.
Aha. So you know what you got to do. Wow. I think it's so incredible. I just love spirit because it all melds with the astrology. It's just so
Right?
cool.
It's all connected. It's very cool.
Yeah, it sure is. All right, Susie. Jess, did you want a reading or not? Jess. And then it will be Jules. Do you want a reading? Jess. You're welcome,
You're
Susie.
welcome, Susie.
Okay, Jess, yes or no? Jules, yes or no? And then it'll be Chanley. So it is Jess, Jules, Chanley, Kevin, and then Cynthia. So Jess says yes, she wants a love reading. Oh, of course you do. All right, let's do a love reading for Jess, angels. Angels, spirit guides. We're going to do a love reading for Jess. I might know too much to be able to do this, but we'll see. Thank you, angels and spirit guides, for your guidance. Wow. Are you having problems sleeping at night, honey? Overthinking some things, a little anxiety. Oops, card won't come off the table. There it is. Yeah, it's called a little anxiety for all this. Some changes, maybe. Thank you, angel spirit guides. Oh, that is just too much. Jess, I don't remember your sun sign. Thank you, angels and spirit guides. Oh, he's the insomniac? Oh, that's why that. Okay, so he's in your energy then. Thank you, angels. Is there a Libra? Is there a Libra? You're the Gemini, okay. I have a Libra here. Thank you, angel spirit guides. Thank you. Although this can represent Gemini too, because it's an air sign. So maybe that's what angels are doing. We'll see. Oh, Libra's his ex-wife. Okay. Got it. Well, well, I'm not going to ask that question. She's in your energy. Thank you, angels and spirit guides, for your guidance. Good love for Jessica. Okay. I don't see, since you've got both him and his ex in your energy, somebody's been really hurt. I'm not sure who that is now. Thank you, angels. What else can you tell me about love for Jess? Things are going to get easier. Ooh, child. Come on, Jules. I want to hear you sing. Last card for Jess here, please. Last card here for Jess. Okay. All right. So the last card is about planting different seeds. Okay, Jess, you do tarot. It's the Seven of Pentacles. So it's about changing some things up. Could be both of them, but I know she hurt him a lot. Okay, maybe he's not quite healed. But anyway, that was the last card. On the bottom of the deck, I have some pretty high boundaries here. And I know this is you, Jess. This is called the Wounded Warrior. Always ready to fight the next fight. But then, Jess, the Knight of Cups. After that, the Page of Cups. So I think this looks great. And I'm going to let Sarah finish it up.
So I thought this was interesting. I was trying to figure out what's going on, but Bonnie basically explained it. So when it started out, it's basically you and he on this bench here. So you're discussing. He's being free with you on his situation. So this would be like in the beginning when you guys first started seeing each other. So you're kind of explaining the situation. This is the loop that he was in with his past experience. So they're like on opposite ends of understanding each other. And here is basically it's representing the pile that he's in of being in his wound. So he's basically, has to be dismantled to be built back up. And here you are, the warrior that's going to help him see his true value. So basically, patience, because this person has gone through some confidence issues. This person he's been with has been tearing him down, making him feel like he's not enough. And words don't usually make you feel any different. It's action. So it takes time. So just give him the grace and the understanding that if he pulls back, forward, it's because he is just trying to understand who he is and what is his place and what's the truth and what's the tapes that he's hearing in his head from past experiences, if that makes
All
sense.
right. I think that's cool. Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. You're welcome, Jess. All
You're
right,
welcome.
Jules, did you answer? Did you want a reading? Are you even here anymore? Jules, I'm going to say you don't want anything because I don't see where you said that you did.
I think she might have gone back to bed.
Yeah.
We're so
She didn't
good.
feel stuff. All right, Chanley, I know you said you were here. There you are. Now, Chanley, did you have a question? And what is your sun sign? Chanley, you are a sun and moon Leo. Okay. And I'm looking for a question. Let me go back further. Anything you need to know right now? Okay, that works beautifully. All right, angels, I'm talking with Chanley for her, his or her. I don't think I have that straight yet. For the greatest and highest good of Chanley, what messages do you have? Thank you. Do you know a Cancer? Chanley. Chanley. Thank you. Chanley. Chanley, are you still here? There you are. Okay. Are you having problems sleeping at night also? And do you know a Cancer? Anxiety. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. All right. So you know a Cancer. Do you know a Libra? I don't know who the Cancer is, but I've got a Cancer card. And then I do have a Libra. It looks like you've been a little nostalgic lately. Whoops. Okay. Last card for Chanley here, please. No, yeah, I got, here we go. That's interesting. Okay, yes, Taurus girl, I'll put you on the list. Okay, so what I see here is that you've been a little nostalgic. You are having problems sleeping, which you self-admit. I have a Libra here. It could just be about spirit telling you to try to stay up in your head and make decisions that way, because you've got a lot of options coming, honey. A lot. And they're also telling you, oh, that's really interesting. The same two cards that came out at the end of Jess's reading just came out for you, saying, plant some new seeds and you have everything you need to co-create your world. Okay? Don't lose hope. Keep the faith. Wow, I just think it's so cool when stuff like that happens. All right, Sarah, what do you see for Chanley?
Okay, so Chanley, what I'm getting is it's funny how it just keeps linking up with what Bonnie's saying. So
It's spirit.
It's spirit. It's making it very easy for me. So basically, first of all, and I can't do it now because I'm using my phone. I can't look it up, but I want you to look up spiritual meaning of the number 8, because the 8's coming through the portal from your guides. Basically, that you have all these levels that you can go up. This is representing you at work, your coworkers. You're right here sharing your knowledge. You've got a cup of knowledge here, but you also have the choice of who you mingle with, who you don't mingle with. Be careful of who those people are. Only share with those that you feel, energetically that you mix with. But it's tied to financial. So I feel like you're going to financially prosper here in the next couple months if you stay on the straight and narrow of who you mingle with at work and in your life, like you keep your boundaries strong. of who you share info with and who you don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, but look up that number 8 because I don't know off the top of my head what
Isn't
the spiritual
um
meaning is.
isn't that this infinity?
Infinity, that's the infinity sign as well. Yes, never ending.
Right.
So that could also represent, oh, spirits tell me, okay, so that could also represent your abundance. You know, that this is a time of never ending abundance if you stay on that straight and narrow and watch who kind of intermingling with.
Okay. I hope that resonated. And yes, you are welcome. And Kevin, yes, you are next. We are whizzing through this, I'll tell you what. Okay. You want a love reading, Kevin? Ooh. Okay. Angels. We are talking to Kevin Blaze, and he wants a love reading. Let's give it to him. Here we go. Kevin. Let's thank you for your guidance. For the greatest and highest good, what do you see for love? Ah! First card out, 2 of Cups. You have a soulmate. So obviously they're not in your life yet, but they're coming. Wow. Gotta love Spirit. I love it. Thank you, Angel Spirit guides, for your guidance. Love for Kevin. What can you tell us? Can you tell me about love? Have you been looking at your regrets and what didn't go right before, Kevin? This is a reminder to turn around and be grateful and look at the good that you have and not what you don't. Thank you, angels. Love for Kevin. Okay. I've got a Knight of Wands. That's some passion and coming at you. Oh, I get so dry. Okay, good, Kevin. What else can you tell me about love for Kevin, angels? Thank you, angels. Spirit guide. You've got some good news coming. I love it when that comes out. Everybody can use good news, right? Oof, yeah. Do you know a Libra? A lot of Libras out right now here. You're welcome, Chanley. You've cleaned it. I have everything you need. Okay, do you know a Libra or is this person? Oh, okay. Well, Could be if she's a Libra. I've got a lot of balance and harmony, integrity, honesty, some good qualities. There also, I just heard that you need to get some more things in balance. Okay, well then there you go. She could be a Libra or at least have those qualities. There is a conversation, a collaboration going to occur. You're gonna meet her. Last card, please, for Kevin. Last card for Kevin. Last card for Kevin and love. There we go. You're gonna have options. So remember and keep them straight, okay? Asking for clarity is what I also see here. All right, Miss Sarah, what have you got?
Well, once again, it goes with what. So basically, here's Kevin, and he's got lots of options, and the one true one is coming through the portal. So she's like halfway there. As these other ones come through, and I'm feeling like some of them are X's showing back up. So when you start to clear away the junk, you start to feel better, disconnect those cords. And then I always wonder, why do the X's show up? Because they realize that you have disconnected those cords. So make sure that the past stays the past and you clear the room for the one that's coming through.
There you go. You're welcome. You are welcome. I don't think I've given you a love reading, so that was fun. Interesting energy too. All right, cross Kevin off the list here. And Cynthia, are you still here? Cynthia. And I remember she put something in. Da da da. Oh no, a Taurus. Oh, you're after Cynthia, a Taurus girl. Okay, but I'm looking for Cynthia. Cynthia. Hello. Oh, you're new here. Ah. Okay, Taurus. Well,
Thank
Taurus. All right. Is she here yet? Here she is, Cynthia. Okay. Do you want greatest and highest good, or do you have a question? Do you want love, career, finance? You tell me. Yes, for sure you are, Kevin. There you go.
Right. Sorry, they're little scribbles, but it takes longer to draw longer. So just gives me an idea.
Yeah. And of course, I've got both of our emails down here scrolling at the bottom. So if you want a private reading from myself or Sarah, just email. Okay. Greatest and highest good for Cynthia. Okay, Cynthia. Angels and spirit guides. We're talking to Cynthia. What messages do you have for her greatest and highest good, please? Cynthia, there's something with your third eye.
Mhm.
Amethyst, when you next time you lay down, if you have amethyst, put an amethyst on your third eye There's something with that. I'm trying to listen to the rest. I also see a spine. Weird. And I'm not sure if that's about something wrong with the spine or if it's about where the third eye is located energy wise. Weird. Okay. Well, the first card out is a King of Wands, and you said you were a Taurus. Whoa, just a minute. Okay, you're not taking action on something that you should, and you've got a 10 of Pentacles here. Wow. So you need to take some action on something in order for this 10 of Pentacles to come through. I'm hearing that you need to work on your gifts.
Yeah.
Whoa. Got a Knight of Wands also. So what I'm seeing is that you have not been taking action, but I see that you will. And you also have good news. Well, it's just so bizarre for as much shuffling as I do. Cynthia. Do you have a last card here for Cynthia, please? The last card for Cynthia. Yep. They want you to work on your intuition, dear. Your third eye is something you need to work on. On the bottom, you need to do some soul searching. But you've got this new start here. And look at what there's that Knight of Cups. That means somebody in love is coming towards you. And let's see what Sarah drew.
So I totally agree with what Bonnie's saying. I'm getting that basically, okay, so when she got that sign of the spine, that's you got to work with your Kundalini energy that goes all the way down from your toes up to your head.
After
To open
that,
up that, yeah, to open up that third eye. You've got healing gifts, you're a seer. You've been kind of pushing away those gifts. It's time. It's your guides are busting at the seams to get at you from above and connect with you and really help you to understand those gifts. And it's time. It's undeniable. You've got to really start tapping into those. And there's ways to do that. You can get online, there's practice groups, all kinds of things.
come join us on Tuesday night. Tuesday
Exactly.
night from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay, because it never changes. If you would like to be part, there's a bunch of us that get together via Zoom. Okay. And we practice with each other. We work our gifts, and it's so, I just think it's so much fun. And
Wonderful.
it is. It's a good group to be part of. So if you would like to start doing that, give me an email and I'll forward it to Don, who's in charge of the group. And you are Pacific time. That'd work for you. Very nice. That'd be 6 to 8 right now. So write it down and send me an email. I will need your email then to send you a link. And if you don't get it Tuesday and you want to be part of the group and you haven't gotten it yet, quickly text me or email me and I will send you a link, okay? Yes, it is. It's a very safe group. There's no judgment. We help each other. We have people from brand new all the way up to we've been doing it for years. So feel free to come join and we will get you moving. Jolie James just came in. Jolie. Okay.
There's a
Next.
Carmela too.
Yes, I caught that one. Was Jolie before or after? I got Carmela first.
Let's see.
Um, well, right now, a Taurus girl reads. It's your turn, honey. A Taurus. Let's see. What do you think she is? Taurus, maybe? A Taurus girl. Are you here, dear? You're welcome, Cynthia.
You're welcome.
Hi, Carmela. You're on the list. And so is Jolie. And I didn't put Jolie James. Actually, you're doing fine. We're rolling through this really quick today.
A Taurus girl, greatest and highest good. A Taurus girl.
A Taurus girl, greatest and highest good. All right, thank you. Angels, I'm talking to a Taurus girl reads for her greatest and highest good. Just spare points for you guys. Greatest and highest good for Taurus. That's you. All right, first card that came out represents you, Queen of Pentacles. And Taurus is Earth. Taurus girl reads. I got to get some more water. I'm sorry. I get so dry. All right, a Taurus girl reads. Thank you. What messages do you have? Messages for a Taurus girl. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles for you too. That could mean a lot of, let's see, for you, I get a sense of abundance for you. Do you feel stuck, honey? Are you feeling stuck? That's why I saw that. Because I was seeing a person try to push something, but they couldn't get it moving. Thank you. I think they may be done. Did you hear me? A Taurus girl, do you feel stuck? Things not moving? Last card, please. You've been doing some shadow work. Well, that's good. Are you dating somebody, hon? Maybe a bit halted. Need a bit more motivation to drive. That poetry book. That's right. You're writing a poetry book. That poetry book is you got to get that out. You've been doing the shadow work. Okay. I get a very strong sense of stability with you. You've got to get the book out. I think that's why the 10 of Pentacles is here. Thank you, Angel Spirit. Yep. They want you to take that risk, okay? Get that book out. There it is. Sarah, what did you get?
So it pretty much coordinates with what you're saying. She's in the middle of kind of, this can be like a recreational, like just taking too much time and doing things. If kind of represents to me like what I do. Like I'm supposed to be washing dishes, so now I want to go clean over there instead. Or I'm supposed to be writing or painting. Now I want to do the dishes. Like I never want to do what I'm supposed to be doing. And so it's like, I'm stuck, but I'm stuck there because that's where I kind of been, procrastinating, putting it off.
I'm
And then
great.
you can see over here the door is here. And this one seems like the easier door. That would be the easier, let me kind of just write something down and whatever. But this is the door you're supposed to choose where you go straight with the channeled message, the message that's coming from what you think is your imagination, but it's the channeled message that spirit's guiding you. So don't be afraid to write. If you can just clear your mind and just go with like automatic writing, the book will be wrote for you. But it's clearing away you getting in the way. This door is not the door to take where you have to come up with everything. Go with the channeled way, because the channeled way will not forsake you, and it will be a long written, it'll be the whole thing. So they're right. Don't put it off. You're kind of ready. You're ready. You've had enough relaxation. Get with it, and don't be afraid, because you can channel that info. You got it.
Very
Oh, and the
nice.
number two, look up the number two. What does that mean for you? Two is a number you need to look up. It's going to have a message for you.
You're getting a lot of channeled poetry. Then get going, girl. I mean, I understand it. I've got a book that started that I've not been working on, and I need to. Okay. So, I need to listen to my own advice, right? So let's get going, both of us. All right. Next, we have Carmelo. Carmelo, where are you? Carmelo. Are you here, Carmelo? I'm guessing from what I see. Carmelo, I need to know. Carmelo, can you ask cards if there's anything you need to know? Yeah, sure. Okay. Carmelo, what's your sun sign? You are here. Okay. Angels, I'm talking to Carmelo. Thank you. Angels, talking to Carmelo. She wants her greatest and highest good, please. What messages do you have? You're welcome. What
You're
messages
welcome.
for Carmelo? Carmelo, you're Libra. They're saying that you're not listening to your intuition. They're trying to tell you things, but you're not listening. many cards. Carmelo, I see you in a kitchen. Do you cook, and do you do that for a living? I also see you doing a lot of reading. You like to read. Uh-oh, what is true? You're not listening. Okay. Aha. Carmelo, are you dating someone? Are you married? I've got a 10 of Cups here. And the good old-fashioned 8 of Pentacles. I do a lot of housework. Okay, that's why I was seeing you in the kitchen then. Okay. Are you married? Are you single? Are you dating somebody? You're in a relationship and you're living with them. And you're happy because you've got the 10 of Cups. That's the happily ever after. Something is about to happen in your life, and they want you to take the chance, take the risk. And what they were saying earlier was plant some new seeds, and whatever comes from that, you need to take the risk with it. Last card here for Carmelo, please. Last card for Carmelo. You're very creative. Whatever this new thing is, it's a creative thing, and you're supposed to take that risk. I see where you have done some soul searching, and they're saying you need to be patient. What? I forgot. She's Libra. Okay. Well, in here I've got Aries and Pisces, and I have Sagittarius and Virgo, and the last card is you, Libra, right there. Gotta love it. All right, Sarah, what do you see for her?
Okay, so basically the same thing Bonnie's saying is that your guides are really trying to get a hold of you. They're trying to guide you and direct you. So all these thoughts that you've had about, I'd like to maybe do this to make some money or as a business or whatever, they're trying to lead you down that path. And basically here is showing me the reason there's not showing anything there is that it's up to you. So what they're saying to me is, you need to find what brings you a lot of passion and joy that you would enjoy doing, whether that's baking and selling it or whatever it is, something crafty, and form a business of that. And if you feel passionate about it, it will go like hotcakes, whatever that is. And the number 8, 9, and 8 are coming up. And when I look up 888, it's balance and harmony. And 999 is starting a new journey. So basically they're encouraging you to do that, and what is it going to be successful? Whatever you are passionate about, because it's going to help people, because you have this energy that brings people joy. And so whatever you touch, you have to keep in mind that your energy is on it, and it's going to give to somebody that energy that's going to make them feel better.
There you
So
go.
there you go. And it's always nice to have somebody that's on your side that's going to help you with that venture. I would love to have a partner that would help me with my venture. And, you know, um, all you've got to do is create it, and it will sell, it will make money. You just have to find something that you're excited about doing so that you want to do it more than once.
She loves to craft and decorate, and she says, it's funny, my boyfriend and I have been talking about her selling her crafts.
Perfect. Spirit's behind you on that. And tap into those messages you get in your head. I'm thinking about this, but I wasn't before. That's your guides. They're giving you that direction. You're welcome.
Welcome, dear. All right, next, Jolie James. Jolie James. Let's see. Go back. Jolie James. You're Scorpio. Okay, Jolie James, do you want whatever comes, or do you have a question or subject? Do you want love? Do you want hello? Come on. Jolie James. And Pam, welcome in. And do you want a reading? Hello, Jolie. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you really want. Boy, the songs that go, whatever comes through. Okay, angels, I'm talking to Jolie James, and she would like whatever messages you have for her greatest and highest good. Angels. Thank you, angels. Jolie James. Oh, Jolie, you've got some new love. First card out. New love coming in. Now you'll tell me you're married. Jolie, are you dating somebody, or are you looking for love? I hope not in all the wrong places, but looking for love in all the wrong places. Jolie James. That's the greatest and highest. Something you're not taking, some passion that you have, you're not taking action on it. You're single as a dollar bill. So am I. You'd be open to it. Okay, well, it's got new love written all over it here. But there's something you're not taking action on. And I think it's something you're passionate about. And you've got options here. They're telling me that you're overthinking this. Whatever it is you're passionate about, you're overthinking it. That's a self-imposed prison you're in. And I just saw a heart behind bars. You've got to break this in order to have that love come towards you. And it's a new cycle for you. New cycle, and there it is. That's the love. But you have got to quit overthinking, okay? And take some action. All right, Sarah. Sarah, smile.
So, um, is that but
Oh,
you're blocking
you're
it from.
you may have to start over. You're freezing up. All right. Looks like you're okay at the moment. Oh. Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Try it. I can hear you now. When you move, it's in slow motion. Oh, she's gonna come back in. She must have computer or phone problems. I think she said she was on her phone. So it'll just take her a second. Yes, you're right, Kevin. All the prisons are self-imposed. And there she is again. Whoops, there you are.
Oh, we got froze for a minute.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Where was I at here?
Jolie James.
Okay. All right. So basically, what I'm getting out of this is that there is somebody coming, but you're blocking it. Kind of like Bonnie's saying with your mindset of, past situations. So there is somebody coming, but you also have ideas of things that you want to do to either add to your business or recreate your business. And I feel like once you get going with that, that's where you're going to run into this person. So first, your guides want you to kind of get grounded with the things that are bothering you about your business or whatever's going on there. And if you have ideas of and then once that's kind of, established, that's where you're going to find this person that has the same type of.
Yep, it's all up to you. Remove the prison. Just go with it. Go with it. All right. Pamela, did you want a reading, hon? You came in, said howdy. Do you want a reading? You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Come on, Unbalanced. You're welcome, honey. Unbalanced Libra, come on in here. Are you wanting a reading? If she doesn't answer soon, I'll go with nope. And then that's it. Unless somebody else came in and I missed it. Sarah, do you make tarot cards?
I started a deck and I never finished it. I might have to restart that again. It was more of a oracle or encouragement deck. Kind of, you pull the card to see what you need to hear that day. So I think that I've got enough artwork now that I could maybe start doing a deck like that.
Cool.
So yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. That was something I started years ago and I never finished. So I'd have to revisit that.
Only a reading if I think you need one. Come on. I'm not making that judgment. If you want one, see what comes up. If you don't, we'll wait till we see you next time. The lag is long. Yes, she's gonna finish that. All right.
So is that a yes? We are doing.
I don't know. She said only if I think she needs one. Then I told her no, she's going to make that call, not me. I will start.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's good, she says. All right.
Okay.
I will leave it be. And that we got that one. So, unless I missed somebody, we have gotten through everyone. And we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10 readings in an hour and a half. I don't think I missed anybody. I think I got it all. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for coming in. I
Yes,
think it's
thank you.
really fun to watch Sarah do her
Oh,
drawing. That's so cool.
thank you for
So,
this opportunity. It was fun. Thank you.
no problem. We'll have you in anytime. And I think I'll have to ask Jess. Something's telling me that there was a day that she was not going to be here. I'll let you know.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you, Kevin, and everybody else that came in. Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
guys.
being here. And we will see you. Well, I'll see you on Sunday. Let's go through that. I was going to do that earlier, wasn't I? Oops, oops. This is Wednesday. So tonight we have Mr. Don, Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here we go. Sonoran Mystic Tarot. And Mr. Don has a book out. Let me reach it. The Ultimate Power. I got to
Yes.
reverse my camera. The Ultimate Power Within. A fabulous book. It has a lot of information about how to create affirmations and how to change your life through that. So tonight he will be on and he will be doing readings with Miss Angie. Oh my goodness, she didn't come in today. That's unusual. Miss Angie A5 says she will be doing readings also with Dawn, both incredibly talented people.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, on Thursday, who do I have? Oh, I guess once again,
Welcome.
have Mr. Don. He will be on with the Naturally Divine Goddess, Miss Shauna Sellers. In the morning, both of them are very, well, just like tonight, they're very ishy. So, they usually come on around 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Tonight, ishy, meaning it could be 6:30, it could be 7, it could be 7:30. You never know. So just make sure you're subscribed so you get that message, okay? And then the same thing tomorrow morning when Dawn is on with Shauna. Again, it's very ishy, 11ish or 11. Now wait, it's 11, but it's really 8 o'clock on Mountain Standard. I think it is 11 her time or 11 my time. Make sure you're subscribed. That's how to do that. Okay. On Friday, I think they're taking a day off because Miss Julie is usually on with Scott Underwood, but Miss Julie's on vacation. So I'm going with that it would be a day off for them. Now, on Saturday, we have Miss Susan Grayson. Come on. There we go. Miss Susan Grayson. Now, Miss Susan is not ishy, okay? If she says she's going to be on at 10, be ready at 9:45. She will be early. And she whizzes through those readings, one right after the other. She's only on for about an hour. She's that good. So 10 o'clock Mountain. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I've got this right. Is that 10 o'clock my time, which would be 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time? Wow. 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for about an hour. And that's that one. And then we come back to Sunday where I will be on Sunday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard till 1 with Miss Jess Mercer, and she's been in the chat. So come see Jess and I. and we will have some fun then. Sunday, no, they're not doing those readings. Then it comes back to Monday. Monday, there's tea time. Tea time with, again, Miss Shauna Sellers, the Naturally Divine Goddess. How come I can't get this to come up? There we go. She'll be on for tea time. Again, she's kind of ishy. It's usually around 11 o'clock her time, and she's in Eastern time. So that would be 8 a.m. Mountain Standard. Again, ishy. So hit subscribe to the channel so you get notified for that. And then on Tuesday, I don't know. Is she going to be back? When are you going to be back, Jules? Oh, she may be gone. So on Tuesday, Julie Karen is usually on with Claudine of, and they call it The Show That Flows. And I'm trying to think of the name of her store. I don't have a QR code for it, I don't think. I mean, we have, this is Julie's, so make sure you're subscribed to her. And if they come on this Tuesday, if Julie's back in town, then you'll get a notice. And they usually come on around 8 a.m. Mountain Standard. Julie's an early bird. So there you go. You've had a whole week. That's 7 days for you in a schedule. And I hope you'll show up and be there and have a blessed few days. I will see you again on Sunday, and have a good one.
Calling out to the unseen sky. Angels watch as we defy